So disappointed, if you're so devastated, if you're so gutted, if you can't believe this has slipped through the net. It hasn't. Show me the comments on Friday. Show me the comments next week if you need a little bit more time. It's still on. So if you want it, it's there. We'll see if you want it. And even better than that, we all know, I've not mentioned the $15 million, but it's all out there. That is the fee that he was offered. Last night, I sent Deontay Wilder an email.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Boxing Facts Over Fiction. I need you to do me a favor. I need you to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon for more videos like this. The biggest fight in heavyweight boxing continue to brew and continue to be stalled by a guy named Eddie Hearn, the promoter of the unified heavyweight champion of the world, which is Anthony Joshua. Deontay Wilder wants to fight Anthony Joshua. Eddie Hearn tells the public that he sent the contract, but in reality, the contract has a few stipulations.
I'm very, very disappointed in your team. They never come back to me on comments on our contract. But great news. The offer is still there of $15 million to fight the next available date at Wembley Stadium, which is April the 13th. And even better news, I'll give you $5 million just for a little tick over in October or September against an opponent of your choice in New York. Because you turned down $5 million to fight Dillian Whyte, but that's probably a little bit too tough.
Now, Eddie Hearn, the promoter of Anthony Joshua, he's on the record saying multiple times that he already had Anthony Joshua's career mapped out for him. He had about 8 to 10 fights mapped out for Anthony Joshua. So, for these guys to sit here and try to convince the public that a contract or legit agreeable contract has been sent to Deontay Wilder and they're waiting on him to sign the contract, it's ridiculous.
Tough for you. But the great news is you can fight Brazil, who AJ boxed like his 16th fight or something like that. He had glandular fever, but that was back then, no problem. Or you can box someone even easier, someone like you've boxed already, for $5 million. So I'm offering you $20 million over 2 fights to fight a tick over and to fight Anthony Joshua on April the 13th. So you don't have to take the tick over.
Now, some of the stipulations of this contract that Eddie Hearn has sent to Deontay Wilder and his team is ridiculous. Eddie Hearn wants Deontay Wilder to fight another guy before he fights Anthony Joshua. You know, that's what the contract reads. He wants him to fight somebody else for $5 million. After that, then he'll fight Anthony Joshua for $15 million, which is outrageous.
In September, October. But you're going to get considerably less to box in September, October if you don't take it. But no problem. You can just sign Joshua in April. But if you want even bigger money, if you want a little bit more security, if you want to earn more over 2 fights than you can anywhere else, that offer is there for you. It was extended to him in writing last night. And we will see. But my focus is for him to sign the Joshua contract.
Did you get a response back from that?
No.
Now, guys, if you don't stop being gullible and see what's going on here, you see that Eddie Hearn is trying to promote his DAZN app. He wants Deontay Wilder to fight somebody else on this DAZN app before he can even fight Anthony Joshua. Deontay Wilder doesn't want to do that. He wants to just fight Anthony Joshua. Why should I fight somebody else when I just want to fight the man? You know, I have a belt. He has the rest of the belts. Why do I have to go through somebody else? The contract is ridiculous.
Did you put a possibility of him actually fighting on the same card as Joshua?
No.
So that wasn't an option?
No. The option is no, because he doesn't... I don't think he wants to fight in the UK, full stop. I mean, he didn't want to fight Dillian Whyte, okay? $5 million. He didn't want to fight Anthony Joshua at $15 million. So I'm offering him $5 million to fight in the same place he boxes all the time, where he normally gets half of that, in an easier fight. I mean, just box Luis Ortiz, who I know everyone's making out he's a good heavyweight, but it's also a guy who's very...
You heard the promoter of Anthony Joshua, Eddie Hearn, said he wants Deontay Wilder to fight an easier fight for $5 million before he gets the shot at Anthony Joshua. If that doesn't prove that these guys did not want to fight Deontay Wilder from the beginning, I don't know what else will. You know, these fans, there's a lot of gullible fans out here. Some of these UK fans need to just wake up and just listen to this guy and break down his interview word for word.
very, very old, who was pretty much, say, wasn't passed by the NYA, New York State Athletic Commission. He was proven to have high blood pressure. I mean, I think an hour before the fight, it was off, right? This is a guy who previously boxed Malik Scott and Dave Allen. Unfortunately for me, I promoted those fights. And, I mean, but all I ask the fans to do is, don't worry, the fans will see the truth because we'll see if he signs. But all I ask the fans to do is know one thing. I'm not...
Now, Eddie Hearn goes on record and discredit Deontay Wilder win of Luis King Kong Ortiz by saying the guy was an old man, but he never mentioned the guy was tested positive for being septic. He never mentions that. Why not? But he wants to say the guy had blood pressure. When in reality, this guy was under Eddie Hearn's stable, and Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua ducked him because he was a high risk and low reward.
The boss. Right? I saw Tyson Fury stuff today. Oh, Eddie Hearn don't want him to fight. Mate, it doesn't matter who I want him to fight. He wants to fight everybody. He decides everybody he fights. So, all these other people, I mean, like Fury, oh yeah, send me the contract, I'll fight you next. Come on, mate. You've seen the last bloke fight, seen the next bloke you're fighting. But just understand this. After 22...
Eddie Hearn seemed pretty upset about what Tyson Fury said. If you guys don't know what Tyson Fury said, Tyson Fury recently came on social media saying he apologized to Deontay Wilder, that Anthony Joshua and his team continued to duck him, give him the runaround. I mean, Anthony Joshua and his team never did this for any other fighters. Why are they doing it for Deontay Wilder? You know, that shows a lot. It shows how much they're...
fights Anthony Joshua would have boxed, names that include Dillian White, say Dominic Brazil, because at the time it was his 17th fight, Vladimir Klitschko, Carlos Takam, Joseph Parker, and Alexander Povetkin in his 22 fights. Wilder's had, what, 41 fights? And he's fought one real live opponent. And he was pretty much...
Eddie Hearn is embarrassing the people from UK by making excuses. Pretty soon the people of the UK are going to be fed up. Most likely get a riot for Eddie Hearn stalling the big fights. He's talking about Joshua being in the big fights. Yes, Joshua was in majority of the bigger fights. But why is this fight being stalled? Why? Eddie Hearn makes a good point that Anthony Joshua has fought those bigger names. But then that makes you look bad. If you have fought those bigger names in the past, why is it so difficult to make this fight? Because you probably believe it's a possibility you could lose this fight convincingly. And this is why we're at where we're at. This is why Eddie Hearn is sending contracts that he knows Deontay Wilder won't sign. Because the contract doesn't guarantee Joshua right away. He has to go through somebody else to get Joshua. When we all know that's what Eddie Hearn wanted from the beginning. Fight Dillian White before Joshua. So now we know that the contract is a sham because Eddie Hearn just admitted that that contract includes Deontay Wilder fighting somebody else and then fighting Joshua in April. Do you guys believe Deontay Wilder will sign that contract? There's no way. Why would he want to fight somebody else when he just wants to fight the guy with the belt? So now we know that the contract is a sham because Eddie Hearn just admitted that that contract includes Deontay Wilder fighting somebody else and then fighting Joshua in April. Do you guys believe Deontay Wilder will sign that contract? There's no way. Why would he want to fight somebody else when he just wants to fight the guy with the belt? So now the real twist to this is the fact that Eddie Hearn knew Deontay Wilder wouldn't fight somebody else before fighting Joshua. So he put that in the contract so Deontay Wilder doesn't sign it, and he can go to the public and say, see, I sent the contract. He didn't sign the contract. He doesn't want to fight. We do. And he looks like the hero. And Deontay Wilder looks like the villain. Eddie Hearn is a brilliant marketing genius. But a lot of these UK fans will soon wake up to the truth and start to see right through this guy for the liar he is. And they will indeed demand this fight. Hopefully it doesn't take long for them to wake up. Some people are woke, they're still asleep.